What's up guys and welcome to episode 2 of our realistic career mode with Nottingham Forest. Yes, that's right, we are doing a realistic career mode with Nottingham Forest. Now they're back in the Premier League after a 20-year absence. The sleeping giants are back where they belong, and so I felt it was only right to do a realistic career mode with the northern sides. And today we're going to be kicking off our Premier League campaign. Arsenal away is our first game. As you may be well aware, career mode has got a lot of issues with it this year that EA haven't solved, and one of them is the fixtures they don't match up with IRL fixtures. So Forest actually played Newcastle away, West Ham at home, and Everton away. That's how they started their Premier League campaign in real life. On the game, we're starting it a bit tougher. Arsenal away on opening day, then Chelsea at home, and then Liverpool away. Bit of a tougher start, but we'll give it a crack. You'll see two of those fixtures in this episode, as well as a cup game. But before then, let's crack on with the opening day of the season, and it's Mikel Arteta's Arsenal, putting out basically a starting 11 that you would expect him to put out in real life, except the addition of Koke, the experienced Spaniard. He's brought him in this summer, and he's made him captain straight away. Maybe he sees a bit of himself in the centre mid. But we'll be lining up 5-3-2 as Forest do. Joe Worrell at the back, the captain leading the line. Highly sought after Ryan Yates in midfield, and then Awoniyi and the youngster Brennan Johnson up top. I'm excited for this career mode. This is going to be good. It's a tough place to go. Arsenal away at the Emirates. You know, we got to give credit to Arteta and his men. You know, they've been absolutely smashing it this season. 5 points clear at the top with a game in hand as we're halfway through the season. They look unbeatable, to be fair. He's really turned that team around. They've given him a good. They've been patient with him, and that was key. And patience is the subject of another manager we're going to talk about after this game. But yeah, fair play to Arteta and Arsenal. They've been brilliant so far in the Premier League. And they go 1-0 up early doors. Saka, the star boy, giving his side the first goal of the season. It was a poor touch actually from the captain Worrell in the box, and Saka capitalises it. I think it would have been a penalty even if he hadn't scored, because it seemed like he got fouled as he did convert, but he did score anyway, so that was a moot point. We did come back into this game quite well, and Awoniyi, our new striker, would get a debut goal. His shot, well, not his shot, a shot got blocked by Ben White, and then the chance fell to Awoniyi. He headed it home, and he converted it for his debut goal. So you see McKenna putting in a huge block there at the 77th minute mark, just before he gets subbed off. That turned out to be a vital block, as we would counter from an Arsenal corner, and the ball would get played up to Jesse Lingard, the man released from Man United, bought on a free to Nottingham Forest on a big wage, and he would score what would look like the winner for Forest. Looked like we've turned it around. Henderson makes a huge save towards the end, but we would see it through. And it's a huge win to open our Premier League campaign. First Premier League game in over 20 years for Forest. It's away at Arsenal at the Emirates. They go 1-0 down. We win 2-1. Good character from the boys. A great start as well. And yeah, playing 5 at the back is new for me, I'll be honest. But I wanted to keep this series as realistic as possible, as you can tell by the title. So they play 5 at the back, I'm going to play 5 at the back, unless we have to adapt it mid-game, or if we get a lot of injuries, I'll be running that formation, or, unless we get a couple seasons in and I want to adapt to the formation. But we will be running 5-3-2 from the start. Obviously, a lot of new boys in the team, hoping that they can gel quite quickly. Gibbs White, big money signing from Wolves in that cam role behind Brennan Johnson and Awoniyi. Awoniyi with a debut goal, Lingard with a debut goal as well. And it's a good start to the season. As we look at the transfer offers here, Burnley come in from Loic Mbeso. They wanted a loan with an option to buy. I didn't want to give them an obligation to buy. I'd rather just send him out on loan. He's been with us since 2020, but with all the new signings, I'm happy for him to go out on loan. So we agree on a 2-year loan deal, I think it was in the end, as we rejected an offer from, I think it was Lorient, for Benjamin Farmer, our young centre mid, our prospect, our highly rated prospect, who's come through this infamous youth academy, as we see So leaving in this in this new this new animation they've added when a player leaves. Here, I'll be honest, with the music and stuff, it's quite funny. It seems very serious and very down. But yeah, send him to Burnley for a couple of years, get some good experience down in the Championship under Vincent Company, who's doing a fantastic job at Turf Moor. It looks like they'll be returning to the Prem this season. And they rated our transfer, I think they rated it an A in the end because we got good cover. So I'll take that. We'll take that. But as we move on to game 2 of the episode, and the first Premier League game hosted at the City Ground in over 20 years, and it's Chelsea at home. Graham Potter's Chelsea, who play 5-2-3, so similar formation to us, 5 at the back, a recognisable team for Graham Potter, who has been coming under a lot of scrutiny. He's coming from Brighton, and as we know, chairman, fans, all football people involved in football are cutthroat these days, and they want instant success. And Potter's head has definitely been on the chopping block. Chelsea haven't been getting the results, but it will take time. They've spent a lot of money. It's been made very clear how much money. I think they've spent 400 million this January transfer window alone. And not even in the positions they need to. They just keep bringing in wingers, which doesn't seem to make any sense. But I think Potter just needs time. Like we were saying with Arteta in the last game, that they were struggling. Arsenal weren't playing well, but they stuck with him. They gave him time, and now look at them. They could be on course for their first Premier League title in about 20 years, which is crazy. So, I'm not here saying that if Chelsea give Potter a couple of years, he's going to be winning them the league. He might do, but I just think they need to give him time if they really want to invest in Graham Potter's project, because he is a class manager, a very good tactician, and I think he really can get the best out of this Chelsea team if they give him enough time. But yeah, the amount of money they're spending at the moment is crazy. They're signing players to big deals as well. I know they've got American owners, and over in America, in American sports, they tend to sign players down to big contracts, 7 years, 8-year deals, and it looks like that's what he's trying to implement over in England. It'll be interesting to see if other clubs pick it up. But some of the players signing for 7-8-year deals. And yeah, we'll see what Graham Potter does at Chelsea. I think they should back him for sure. But anyway, into this game. This game wasn't that eventful. A few saves from either keeper. And then with just over 15 minutes to go, graduate Reece James makes it 1-0. This player's had a tough 2022. A lot of injuries. Denied him a lot of games. He missed out on the World Cup in Qatar for England. But he gives his side the lead here. The shot straight down the middle, but it's so close to Henderson. It has so much power that can't really blame the on loan United goalie for that goal, really. And it turns out that would be the only goal of the game. It looked like maybe we could get a chance right at the death here, but Emmanuel Dennis, another new signing, couldn't reach the ball, and that would be it. So first Premier League game at the City Ground ends in defeat. No goals scored. It's 1-0 defeat to Chelsea, but these aren't the games we're expecting to win. If you had offered me 3 points after these 2 games against Arsenal and Chelsea, I would have bitten your hand off. So we'll take it, and we'll move on. We don't expect to be battling these teams, the Arsenals, the Chelseas, the Man Cities of the Premier League just yet. Our main focus for the season is survival in the Premier League, establish ourselves as a Premier League club, and then move from there. And so there will be bigger, more important games on the horizon. But a win away at the Emirates and then a loss at home to Chelsea it's not the worst start. It's not the worst start at all. 3 points on the board from 2 games. We'll take it. We will take it. As we have another offer for Benjamin Farmer in here, again from France. Montpellier coming in this time, but we are not letting the youngster go. He looks like an absolute gem, and we're actually going to give him some game time in this next game, as it's a cup game. And someone else who wanted cup time was Jack Colback. It looks like the midfielder who's in the end of his career. It looks like last couple of years. It looks like he's going to be moving on. We've put him up for transfer, so I imagine this will be his last game. So I granted him his wish, put him in the starting lineup alongside Farmer, who's making his first senior appearance. So 2 players at the absolute different spectrums of their career. But yeah, we made 10 changes in total for this cup game against Brentford. Premier League side Brentford, by the way, so it's not going to be easy. The only player that keeps his place is Dean Henderson in goal. The 10 players in front of him all change from that Chelsea defeat at the weekend, including those 2 players in midfield that we just mentioned, Jack Colback and Benjamin Farmer, playing his first senior game of his career. But we're playing a B side who have won one, lost one in the league, so same as us, 3 points in the bag. But they started a pretty strong lineup in this cup game, which again is another thing I would like EA to fix. You know, in cup games, it's known that teams make a lot of changes, especially in the earlier rounds. They play squad depth players, they play youth players, so it'd be nice if EA recognised that a bit more. As we see Jack Colback subbed off the City ground, giving him a standing ovation, serenading his name for the last time. He's spent the last 5 of the last 6 seasons with the club, but now it looks like he will be moving on, and this will be his last appearance. So it was a quiet first half. Emmanuel Dennis had a couple of shots. Mbuemo probably came closest to scoring. He almost gave Brentford the lead in their first attack of the game, and it came right at the stroke of half time, playing a 1-2 with Ivan Toney, but his shot just went wide. And it looked like this game was going to end 0-0, but we played through. Jesse Lingard, and the ex-Man United midfielder, has made it 2 goals in 3 games. He may be on a big wage, but he's definitely making it count so far. And he gives us a 1-0 lead in this very tight game. What looks to be the winner. Baptiste attempts to change that narrative, but Henderson makes the save, keeps it at 1-0, and that would be the end of the game. A very tight cup game, but a game that sees us win. The fans are happy at the City ground, and it is Forest who progress to the next round of the Carabao Cup. And I don't mind that. I don't mind a little cup run. We've got the squad to rotate, 22 signings in the summer, as well as players that were already here, obviously, and youth prospects as well. I'm happy to rotate the squad and see if we can go on a bit of a cup run, but the league is our focus for now. But that will be it for today's episode. 2 league games and a cup game to start off this season, this save. And I'm very excited to be getting these episodes out to you as quickly as I can. This is a career mode that I'm very excited about, and one that hopefully we can find a lot of success with. 3 points from 2 games against Arsenal and Chelsea, I'll take it, and then progress in the cup as well. But if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, make sure to share it around, and leave any comments if you have any sort of criticisms or feedback, any of that good stuff. I'm always happy to hear it. But yeah, big love to you all. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next episode of our Realistic Career Mode. Peace.